My name is Julius Kaliisa, currently working as a research and policy analyst. The job I've been doing here in Rwanda for 2 years now. In October, I'll be going to the University of Oxford, where I was lucky to secure a fully funded scholarship. And at Oxford, I'll be researching about nuclear energy policy. Well, it's been quite many years since I left Riviera. I graduated from Riviera in 2015, and what comes to my mind when I think of Riviera, it's like students used to nickname me Napoleon because I was studying like many hours. I hope I could still do that now, but that time I really had the courage and the energy of studying hard. And we used to call that winter, and winter, I mean, others could go until 10, and for me it was until midnight, and then I could wake up at 3. And then as a joke, my fellow classmates would say like, you man, you don't only love Napoleon, but I think you're the Napoleon of Rwanda. But then that hard work really paid off, because after Riviera I was lucky to secure a fully funded scholarship. So in a recap, what comes to my memory about Riviera is the foundation we get from there, the support we get from the teachers at Riviera, the community that makes you feel like at home, which is like a family. And that really does keep you even when you leave Riviera, because it's still upholding me everywhere I go. Oh yes, the fondest Riviera memories was the combination of, I'll say, 3 main things. So Rwanda as a country, I believe, is built based on a concept, and a concept of our befallen fathers who died for this nation. And Riviera does really bring that out in terms of academia, whereby they teach you how to be Rwandan, how to have the academic success and also be Rwandan in it. And by being Rwandan, I mean having the values of Rwanda. And the values that our fathers and our fallen grandfathers had of building a Rwanda you imagine of, which makes it a concept. So you conceptualize it. When I was at Riviera, of course no one knew like I'm going to this school for the graduate studies or for the bachelor studies, but because Riviera built in us confidence and belief that every place in the world had a place for us, it's that confidence that made us, I mean, I did my undergraduate studies abroad. I was in Turkey for 2 or 3 years, then I went to Germany for 1 year, then I was in the US, the San Diego University, where I participated in the Hansen Leadership Institute. So all that comes back to Riviera, and when I remember Riviera, it is always my home. I always go back to seek advice from there, because the advice of the teacher there and the principal specifically has really been guiding me and making me unique from the peers outside here. This year I applied over 15 schools, and I get over it was about 6 fully funded scholarships. One was, of course, Wageningen University in Netherlands. There's the one of University of Chicago, Hallis School of Public Policy, where I was supposed to do Master of Public Policy. And then there was the AMAS, which is the Erasmus Mundus program, where I had to study in Portugal, France, and German. And I had actually started pursuing, I mean, seeking my visa for Europe, and my application to Oxford turned out positive, and I was lucky to be the second Rwandan person to ever win this scholarship. It's called Africa Graduate Scholarship Initiative, where the University of Oxford funds you, funds your graduate studies, and the main goal of the scholarship is to bring out researchers from across Africa to try have their graduate studies and their research in Oxford, so to support the intellectual capacity building in Africa. So yeah, that's the scholarship I got, and again, I cherish it, to my former school, because if it wasn't Riviera, I would say I wouldn't be among the top 5 students countrywide. If it wasn't Riviera, I wouldn't be confident to apply even for undergraduate studies abroad. And if it wasn't the experience and the exposure I had outside this country, but as well keeping the values I was taught at Riviera of being Rwandan regardless of where you go, then going to Oxford would be a myth. So I'm very, very excited. And again, I want to promise whoever is watching that when I go at Oxford, I'll proudly represent Riviera and proudly represent Rwanda, and I can't wait to be there. Yeah, funny moments to me there was that sometimes I used to study hard, and when I was about to burn out, I used to dance in class. So I used to dance in class, and my dance was weird because I had did my primary school in Uganda, and so we had a dance like my classmates used to call it toe dance, and whenever I danced it, everyone was coming around and they're like, yeah, Napoleon, keep going. And then it was really fun, and that really brings every memory of my classmate, who I miss a lot. And cheers and high five to everyone, whoever and wherever he or she is. From the little experience I've had, I would advise people three main things. First of all is understanding the term I used, concept. Rwanda as a country is a concept. Riviera as a school is a concept. What makes Riviera unique from any other school is that concept, whereby the concept is already there, but it's up to you to conceptualize it. So I call upon young people at Riviera and even young Rwandans to really learn conceptualizing their dreams, conceptualize their career prospects. For example, if you're studying physics, chemistry, and mathematics, the question in your head should be, why am I going to study PCM? That's the question. And then and you should answer that question as early and as soon as possible so that you can set your career goals clear enough before it's too late for you. Yeah. So I would advise them to have a concept of where they want to be, and they define that so that when they're chasing and they're working, they know what they're working up to. The second thing that is really very, very important in Rwanda and outside Rwanda is discipline. I want to emphasize that enough. I'm sure the Principal Nyango does say it enough. I'm sure our lovely president does say it enough. Like, discipline will take you everywhere. Discipline is you going to the US, being in Harvard or being in any other school, being in Oxford, and meeting friends who smoke weed and you know it's not good for your health and you don't take it. Discipline is you going there and even though you're drinking alcohol or you're having fun, you know, like, there is a limit that I can't cross. And drawing those lines does really keep you going and going towards success. The third point is that I would emphasize the point of being ambitious and connecting to your friends. Ambitious, I would say that no one ever applies to Oxford knowing that he's going to get in Oxford. No one does. I myself didn't believe, and I still can't pinch myself to understand that I'm going to Oxford. So it's after you try that you get it. If you don't try it, you'll never get it. Yeah, try it. You lose nothing by applying for those scholarships. There's so many scholarship webinars at Riviera. Make sure like you attend each and you take note of each and ask all those questions, and then make life lasting friends that will help you outside Riviera. It's my friends that I call and say like, hey, dear friend, dear so and so, may you kindly read through my essay. Does it make sense to you? To me, it does make sense, but how about you? How does it sound? So be Rwandan, be wonderful, go out there, exploit the opportunities on the global knowledge market.